Saeed Hernandez. How's everybody doing? We are so fired up, guys.
So excited. We can't hardly contain ourselves. It's amazing what we've been going through this past month. I mean, we're like, oh my gosh, it's such a blessing. We're speechless. We've got treated so well from the company. We're back from an amazing trip to Sardinia, Italy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. This is for the taking. That's all I can tell you. We were able to spend some time with David Schmidt and the corporate team in Sardinia. They treated us so well. It's just, things are looking amazing for LifeWave, guys. So you're in it at the right time, with the right people, with the right company, with the right owner, the right leader, the right technology. I mean, everything is right. It's perfect for you guys to just take this and run with it as fast as you can, guys. And I'm telling you, if you run as fast as you can with this and you put your blinders on, you don't listen to anybody, you make it a goal, you make a commitment to run with this. Wow, this momentum, this crazy momentum that we're having is going, guys, you're gonna take this to the top. I'm telling you, you're gonna take this to the top. So come on, come run with us, guys. We're flat fired up and we're ready to work harder than ever.
Absolutely. So. Guys, listen, we just got back from Sardinia. What an amazing trip. Listen, do you have your notes?
I have notes. I have a bunch of notes.
Okay, no.
I was in my dream board for years, for many years. Not Sardinia in particular, but
Italy
and oh my gosh,
Positano, Amalfi Coast, places that we got to experience. Saeed had these things in her dream board and in her notes, restaurants that she wanted to go to at the Amalfi Coast, in Positano, Pisa, and we got a chance to do all that, guys, with this amazing company. And look, we were in a position where we could have done it ourselves, and we intended to do it before the pandemic, but it just didn't pan out. And look, we actually ended up going there for free on the company's dime. So
guy had it planned. He
yes,
the timing, and it's now.
So guys, listen, for those of you who came back from the convention, congratulations. We have seen an explosion take place these last 3 weeks after the convention. It's funny. We were all out in Sardinia, right? We were all out in Italy. We spent 18 days out there.
18 days in Europe.
We have too much rest.
Steve
all right?
and Gino are not even back yet.
Well, but they're not on vacation. They're actually out in Portugal, Poland. They went to.
Helping all you guys because they roll up their sleeves and help all you guys.
Yeah, guys, but 18 days out there. We came back and we're ready to run, all right? But what I'm trying to say is we had our biggest weeks during vacation because of the explosion after this event, guys. So I hope to God that all of you who are here went to convention. And those of you that did not, you're not experiencing this growth because you didn't take advantage of these tools. Guys, there is a system. This is a systematic way of building this business. You got to get people the bigger, larger vision, and we can't paint it for them. They need to come in and experience it for themselves. Hear David Schmidt, hear corporate, hear the leaders, connect with people who are, and the people who did it have just simply had an explosion in their business. We're having more rank advancements than we've ever seen before. We just had the speakers tonight.
Yep.
Donnie
and
Sandy.
Oh
all right.
Gosh.
Brand new senior presidential director. Guys, they just did it. All right. So I'm just telling you, the proof is in the pudding and the pudding is in your face. So we're excited today to be talking about the 90-day run. We have, again, Cindy and Don. These guys know what they're doing. They hit a home run.
He always says Cindy and Don is Cindy and Jens and Sandy and Don because we confuse them all the time. But Sandy, we love them.
And you know what? It's funny because when I first met Sandy, when I first met Sandy, I had just gotten involved in network marketing. Stop sharing, actually play. I had just gotten involved in network marketing, Saeed and I, back in 2006. I didn't own a computer. I didn't know how to use one. And I remember coming to Sandy, and she was in Steve and Gina Merritt's house when we had started the first business, you know, back in the days of Juice. And she typed in like 12 applications for me because all I knew how was go out there, get people fired up about the product. I didn't even own a computer and I didn't know how to use one. So I didn't know how to sign people up. I just knew how to put people on paper. And Sandy, my lucky charm, was the one who was typing away, and I love her to death. And I never forget that, because I wasn't even in her team. And there she is. Here, Mike, this is how you're doing with all the patients in the world. But let me tell you, she's as sharp as a blade. She and Don know exactly what they're doing. They have special gifts. And today they're going to be sharing this with you tonight. But before they do, guys, before they do, I want to talk about the next 90 days, guys. Listen, by now you should know this is big. Yep. All right. This is it.
Huge.
All right. And what you're waiting for, what is, holding you back? We're gonna unbond. I'm sorry about that. See, even my phone is excited. But we're gonna have some breakthroughs today, guys. So we're gonna make some commitments, and we're gonna set you free in these next 90 days. Because, guys, these 90 days, if you're serious, we're gonna put you in the right mindset, because this business is all about mindset at the end of the day. And we are creatures of habits. Yep. All right. I want you to understand that we are creatures of habits, every single one of us. And the habits that we have developed have gotten you to where you are today. If you want to get to another place, you got to create some new habits. And that's what these next 90 days are about. Guys, but you got to take it serious, because again, you're seeing it. You're either a part of the growth or you are watching the growth and you're being left behind. And it's simply because, again, you are in your own way. And that's why I love the book of this month. Get out of your own way. I listened to this book a couple of times already. I am fired up about that book. And again, we're going to tell you exactly what you need to do, guys, but it's on you. And at the very least, guys, listen, if you think you need someone to hold you accountable, let that be your spouse. Let that be your upline. Find someone in your team. Get someone to hold you responsible, hold you accountable, and you hold them as well. Because, guys, again, this is too big to pass on. I want to share something with you. I don't even know. Look, we know that we can't make any income claims. All right. But oh my goodness. We
pinch ourselves.
Okay. And let me tell you, we just hit a new mark in our business this week. And how I wish, we can't say how much. Again, we're not making any income claims, because we can't guarantee anything for anybody. We just can guarantee you that this is possibly the biggest opportunity that you'll ever see in your life. The company pays well for people who go out there and do the work, right? So as of this week, my God, I wish there was like a song or something that we can play.
You could just say we entered a
club. a new club, all right?
A club.
If there was a song, I wish there was a song that we can play that would. What is that? You guys see something? Yeah, I can't say how much we've made already in the last 14 months, but guys, I'm just telling you, whoa. Oh my goodness, guys. So here's what I've got to tell you. This is real, guys. We didn't expect to have this kind of growth. We didn't expect to have this kind of success this fast, guys. All right. We've never had this kind of success, but it's because we've never had an opportunity like this. I've never seen one. We've never had a product like this, guys. So this is time to get serious. This is the time to get mad at yourself. This is the time to draw the line and demand and have new expectations of what it is you're going to do these next 90 days, so that in the next 12 months, like we are right now, your life can be completely changed. All right. And anyway, I want to talk about a few things. But guys, these next 90 days, you need to understand a few things. Look, I want to help you get all of the excuses, everything that's making you procrastinate out of the way, right? Because when we say that this business is all mindset, that's what it's about, okay? It's you making that decision, you drawing that line and not taking any shorts from yourself. We can't control the environment. We can't control other people. We can't control a lot of things in life. We can't control the economy, but we can control ourselves. We can control our attitude, our discipline, and our activity every single day, guys. And that's what makes the difference, okay? So look, you got to make a decision about how many hours you're going to be dedicating these next 90 days. And the next 90 days, it's about going senior director, all right? So 30-day goal to manager, 60-day goal to director, 90-day to senior director. I want you to tell you something. That's not the pace that we took. I will lie to you if I tell you that's the pace that we took. I think we went manager in a couple hours. All right. I know that our first week, it was several $1,000s. So, we got busy, and we know that the first bonuses that you make are the first order bonuses, right? So it was just pure sign up, hit the phone like, the world's on fire. This 30-day goal manager is great because my dog can do it. All right, okay? But don't move with that pace, guys. I want to tell you something. I have a different mindset. When people really, really want to go, listen, it should be a 48-hour goal. Yeah. Okay? You should all be able to get to manager and help people get to manager in 48 hours. That's 2 people in your first 24 hours, 2 people in the next 48 hours, guys. I'm sorry, next 24 hours. So within 48 hours, again, if you want to go at the level that we're going, right, at the speed that we're going, because success loves speed. I'm going to tell you something.
We try to get our investment back the first week.
And we did. And we did. And guys, this business is dreadful, guys. This business is hard when you do it slow. Oh my God, this business is not fun when you do it slow. This business is meant to run fast, run hard, build momentum. And that's what's fun, guys. So it's up to you. But listen, if you are one of those people who just can't invest that much time because of life, it's okay. We just want to get you to senior director in the next 90 days. But I'm just going to tell you, if you can, don't shoot for 30-day manager. Shoot for 30 minutes. Shoot for 48 hours, okay? And obviously
help each other get to the top that much faster. So the goal is go crazy, be obsessed like we are. That's what we did. We were obsessed. We didn't think of anything else. We were like, this is what we got to do. This is our goal. This is our goal.
But we made commitments. Yeah. We said, hey, what are we going to sacrifice? Yeah. What are we going to stop doing in order to, insert this new activity that we got to do? Guys, you have to really take some time today and put these things on paper. Have a serious heart-to-heart conversation with your partner, your family, and let them know, listen, this is it. This is what we're going to do. We got our blinders on, and it's 90 days. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you cannot commit to something for 90 days, guys, you're never going to get to where you want to go and where you can possibly get to in life. Because everything in life is about commitment.
Yeah, and it requires work, guys. It's like Renita. I love to see that family because she's with all her kids, and all her kids are involved. Scott and Renita, they're raising wonderful kids, and they are all involved. But when you make it fun and everybody's working together, it's fun for the family. They'll have their, you make goals for the family. It's like, when we get to this level, we're gonna do this as a family. That's all you need to do. And you focus together on this, and man, oh man, in a year or two, you'll be looking back and you're like, wow, this is all worth it.
So guys, look, here's the deal. Again, a lot of people saying they have no time. I want you to understand something, that you work 48 hours a week, and after you sleep and you do everything else, you still have about a lot of hours left, right? But there was a recent poll where they noticed that the average American spends about 55 hours a week between watching television and scrolling online. This is the time that you can use to become wealthy. Yes. This is the time that you can use to become free, okay? But again, you gotta be serious about the activity. We locked out some time, and so I will tell you, I am just, I go crazy, right? When I see something that I want and I believe that I can do it, there's just no time that I won't invest into this. Yesterday, we were having dinner in downtown West Palm Beach, out in the open. What did I do the whole time I ate?
You were talking and
I was on the phone the whole time. I'm having dinner, and the person I spoke to noticed. I was like, no, I'm fine. Guys, I'm not saying that, that's the right thing to do. I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm just telling you, you have to be that obsessed to win at anything in life. Okay, yes, I could have put the phone away, and it's okay. I don't need to do that, but I am that obsessed, and I'd rather be overly obsessed than under, and be too what's the word? Excited and committed than under excited. It's funny because you need to hang around these type of people, guys. I learned in a recent, I was listening to something just the last couple of days, and there's a study done that says that when you hang around people that are, high performers, your performance elevates by at least 15%. But guess what? When you hang around underachievers, your production decreases by at least 30%. The people that you are around is going to affect you. That's why these things are so important. I want you to know, I don't need to come here for motivation, but I want you to know something. I get motivated every time I get into this. And that's the secret of the business. The hardest part of these next 90 days is going to be you fighting you. Yeah. Okay? Because again, it's that little voice, guys. And I've learned something. I've learned that we get this. How I'm trying to see how I can word this, right? But that little voice, I've learned, is so deceiving, right? It can be your biggest asset or your biggest enemy, because I believe in that voice comes from two different sides, and you can agree with me or disagree, but I believe, this is my own belief, I believe that voice comes either from the enemy or it comes from God. And it's hard to tell the difference because it's your voice. The voice in your mind, the voice in that little head, in that head of yours, is your voice. It's hard to determine when that voice comes from the enemy or from God. And I've learned to identify the difference. And the difference is this: when that little voice starts bringing doubts, when that little voice starts bringing fear, discouragement, I know exactly who is trying to talk to me. Okay, I've learned to identify that little voice and send it to hell where it belongs. Okay, and I've learned to feed that other voice that's encouraging, empowering, motivating, guys. And that's what these next 90 days is really about. And we're going to add action into it, but this is what's going to make the difference, guys. I wouldn't be saying this because it sounds crazy if I wasn't convinced that this is what's going to make the difference for you, right?
And don't use your kids as an excuse, guys. They are watching you. They are watching you. We see it every day in our son. We see it in Steve and Gina's kids. We saw them at convention. They still working.
Renita's kids.
And Renita's kids.
And Scott's
kids. And like we see the growth. We see them all. And this has blossomed them into kids that are like, they're going to have a future that you wouldn't even believe it, that you're not going to have to worry about anything, because what they've taken in is things from everybody that they've seen. And that's just a blessing for them in their life, guys. So don't use them as their excuse. Make them the reason for you to take these 2 years and run with us as fast as you can, guys.
And listen, forget about the next 2 years, the next 90 days. Okay. Well, because sometimes that's a short goal, guys. That's why I say, if you can't run for 90 days, guys, you're gonna be stuck where you are for the rest of your life. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay. So here's the deal, guys. How many of you will agree? Because I will even agree that I feel that I am operating at a fraction of my potential, and I call myself out on it. I should be doing better on Facebook. I listen, I can make justifications. Well, you know what? I'm on the phone all day, because I am on the phone all day. I'm running all day. I'm doing meetings. I'm looking to connect with folks. I am doing all that. But you know what? There's no excuse. There's no excuse why I can't take 10 minutes and jump on the Quantum Field Facebook and go in there. Hey, congratulations. That's where I am calling myself out. Call yourself out on the BS that you are allowing yourself to get away with, guys. This is it. All right. The buck stops here. So again, how many of you are operating at a fraction of the potential that you really have? I am. So guys, time to get serious about it. No more shortcuts. No more, guys. This is your life. All right. This is freedom. And I'm going to tell you something. Times are bad right now. They're only going to get worse. How I wish everybody can really see what we see and what we know, guys. So again, what are we going to do these next 90 days? All right, guys, 3-3-1. Great. That's the minimum that you should do. I don't do 3-3-1 because I can't. Why? Because 3-3-1, this is all we do all day. So what am I going to do after I do 3-3-1? Go play pickleball all day? Right? I love playing, but guys, no. Come on, 3-3-1, that's great. That's the minimum. That's you operating at a minimum. Get that straight. Don't think because you're doing 3-3-1, you're doing it all. No, 3-3-1 will get you there. But if you can do more than 3-3-1, why don't you? All right? Why won't you? All right? These next 90 days consist of books, audio books. Get out of your own way. I read that book and I made that recommendation to Steve and Gina Merritt, and I thank God that they took it up and they took me up on it because I love that book. That book is going to kick you in the butt right where you need it. And guys, and after that book is done kicking you in the butt, kick yourself in the butt again, and then have your spouse kick you in the butt. All right, get as many kicks in the butt these next 90 days as you possibly can, so it can move you. All right, so it's about books. It's about every single meeting, every single Zoom, guys. Again, I don't miss one. It fires me up. Last week when Cindy got on the call, what amazing testimonies, guys. I need to be more fired up, right? It fires me up, but that's the secret, guys. That's the secret, because I'm going to tell you something. This business consists of what? Sharing stories. And sometimes the only thing that you're doing wrong, and I've noticed it with a lot of people, your energy level is just not there. Guys, when we're talking to people for these next 90 days, your energy has to be on fleek. Okay, guys, a lot of it, you know what? No, guys, it's your excitement, your enthusiasm that's going to transmit that curiosity to get people to look at this, guys.
And even if you're like, oh, guys, I'm just not like that. I'm not that excited. I can't be. It's not that. It's something that they can see in your eyes. It shines through your eyes. They feel it because you come like, it's something
they know it because you know it. And that being said, guys, you start speaking the right things, okay? And we're gonna bring in Sandy right now. But start speaking the right. Listen, the power of the tongue, Hung by the Tongue, is one of the next book that we're gonna recommend, because so many of you, okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, it's hard. Stop it. Stop talking. You're cursing yourself, guys. There's life and death in the tongue. Okay, be careful how you speak, because those words are a reflection of your mindset. All right, get your mind right and get your words right, and your life will follow. Okay, but something else here I said, oh, guys, very important. Listen, some of the biggest mistakes that people do in this business is worrying about the results. Oh my God, okay, I have Saeed, and Saeed's this little seed, and God forbid anything goes wrong with Saeed. And and guys, we have to just do the work, and the work is planting. We are simply planting seeds. We don't care about the fact that some seeds aren't going to go anywhere, because guess what? They're not going to go anywhere. They're not getting in your business. Some seeds are going to get in your business. You're going to get excited. It's going to start to sprout. Guess what? It's going to die. I'm going to tell you, it's part of the environment. Happens to me, happens to Steve, happens to anybody in network marketing. It will happen to you. If it's happening to you, congratulations. You're doing the right work, because it wouldn't be working. It wouldn't be happening if you wouldn't be doing the business. Okay. So we don't worry about that. Some seeds are gonna, whatever, guys. We don't focus on the results. We focus on the activity. The activity will bring results without a shadow of a doubt. So don't worry. So many people, oh my God, stop it. Keep going. And listen, some of the people that you spoke to a long time ago that said no, it's time to call them back.
Yep.
Okay. Some of the people you brought in that fell asleep, it's time to call them back. Okay. Because guys, it's all about timing. All right. And sometimes timing is just wasn't right, but you let them know you're still plugged in. You let them know you're making it happen. You let them know about your commitment. And guys, do the work, and the smart ones will come around.
And something I read that just rung a bell is stop overthinking. Overthinking is the biggest cause of unhappiness. You hear that? And 99% of the harm is caused in your head by you and your thoughts. 1% of the harm is caused by reality, what actually happens and the outcome. Most of the time, the problem isn't the problem. The way you think about the problem is. So guys, stop overthinking about making that phone call, about talking to somebody, about all this. Just go ahead and do it. It's rarely the problem. You hear what it is?
And let people know, listen, this is what I want to say, those words. You make sure you let everybody know, hey, Michael Bridges, I'm just going to tell you because he just sent me a text. Some will, some won't. So what next, right? But you got to let people know. You got to speak it into existence. You got to speak it into, for yourself and everyone around you. Let them know, I'm going to rock this. Guys, I'm going to crush this. Guys, I'm going to get to the top of this. And you keep saying that and keep saying that and keep saying it till you believe it. And most importantly, everyone around you will believe it, guys. But it's all those little different things. So guys, again, 30-day goal, it should be a 48-hour goal. I want you to know that in Sardinia, everybody was coming up to Steve and Gina Merritt. What are you doing? How are you doing it? Okay. People from Japan, there were only 24 couples in this trip, 12 from Asia, 12 from the United States. There wasn't anyone coming to Steve and Gina Merritt saying, what are you doing and how are you doing it? You know what we're doing? We're keeping it simple. We know that it's simply mindset. It's not about the science. It's not about everything else. It's just about that mindset, that pit bull mentality. We're going to go out there and committing to the work, guys. Okay. Steve and Gina Merritt are the #1 producers in the company, period. All right. They've been able to do something in a 19-year-old company that no one's ever done. And they did it in a year. All right. So guys, you can go 60 days, director. That's slow. I'm just telling you, but you can go slow and still in the next 90 days, get to senior director. Guys, we want to get everyone to senior director that's on this Zoom right now. And we know you can do it. It's all about making that decision and committing. And guys, and like I said, changing that mindset. The next 90 days is not about anything else, but what you're putting in here and what you're blocking out of it. Block out the TV, block out the negative people around you. You got to put yourself in a different environment. Remember, like I said, hang around high producers. You're going to be a high producer. Hang around other people. You know the deal. So guys, without any further ado, you already know the deal. Like I said, 2020, we did this. We put 42 people in 42 days, and that's how we got to the level that we got to.
Put those 2020, you
do it again and do it again. All right, we're up to 80 people already, and guess what? Now we're gonna do it a third time.
88.
I'm sorry, 88, but who's counting? All right,
I have to count.
So I'm just telling you guys, it's simple. This is easy stuff, guys. 90-day run for senior director. So now, listen, I love this couple, and I love that there's so many different personalities to this, because I understand that I am a little bit too hyper. Okay, just a little bit. And I understand I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I speak too fast. Sometimes you can't even understand me. I don't even speak properly. I get that, right? So I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Different strokes for different folks. And I love this couple because I can really listen to them. They're so easy and they're so genuine.
They feel, to me, it's like I sit and it's heartfelt. So I feel like it's almost like a teacher, like one of my favorite teachers that is like giving me a crash course, and I'm there. I'm like, I can't take my eyes off.
And I think she was a teacher, wasn't she? What? I'm not sure. But guys, listen, here's the deal. You don't get to SPD by mistake. And this is not their first barbecue. Okay, these guys know what they're doing. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That Gina Merritt tree, it's all the sisters, guys. Where have you ever seen that before? Where every sibling,
seen that ever,
every sibling, Every
Hard
sibling
work.
hit the highest rank, okay? These guys are on the game.
Yeah.
So listen, pay close attention.
Yes.
Get your book, get your note and pads ready and take notes because these guys are systematic, and they are winners. So without any further ado,
Congratulations.
I want to congratulate you guys and thank you from the bottom of my heart for always being there for us. We love you to pieces, and we can't wait to hear everything that you've got in store for us. So, and without any further ado, our brand new senior director, presidential directors, Sandy and Don Mayer. The flyer is wrong. So if you're on, please unmute yourself and open up your camera. Are we on? Sandy?
Should be there. You got us?
You got it? Okay, okay. So we do not talk as fast as Mike and Sunny talk for sure. We're the couple that's on the back row working as hard as we can work, so.
And thank you, Mike, and say, we remember the day that you showed up at Steve and Gina's house and, you know, that don't have a computer, it was broken. So we asked him years later and he said, yeah, I didn't even have one. So, but those, Mike and Sunny are friends that we build a relationship with in the networking business. That's one thing about this business. If you when you're involved in it, these are family. It's, you know, they're family to us. And so that's what you'll miss if you choose this business and, you know, if you've chosen this business, you realize these people that you've got to be friends with are family, and it's you'll miss that community, and the community is the biggest part of this business that you're gonna take away from, and the financial end of it is huge. So thank you.
Yes.
And we're blessed to have you guys as friends.
We thank Steve and Gina for sharing it with us. I wasn't really ready to go another round. He was. But you know, this industry, we've been in it for 31 years when I started myself, because I wanted to be home with my daughter when she, you know, take her to school, pick her up, you know, when she was just a toddler. And that was very important to us. But yeah, we needed 2 avenues of income. So we've been in this for 31 years now. So you guys, I can't even begin to tell you what this industry can give you. Is to take this serious, do this 90-day run, put everything you have into it. A little visual that I just want to plant in your guys' minds before we start into the teaching here is I have a visual that I do all the time. Okay, we're out fishing, you got your fishing pole, you got the bobber. Okay, I have to literally reel myself back in to keep that bobber close. You know, I'm that bobber. I can get involved in life. I can be going one direction. I can be going 5 directions at one time, but it is so visual for me. I'm a visual person that I have to reel myself back in. You know, am I saying yes to too many things that aren't putting me towards, you know, the goal that we have set for us as a family? So it's so important to, you know, if it's the dream board, the goal poster, you know, whatever it is. Donnie's going to share what ours was, you know, at the end, but it's just so important. You have to have focus. You have to have it visually in front of you. And that's what I'm going to share with you. So how do you find your builders? That's the first thing. Okay. How I look for my builders is the ones that start sharing with their friends and family right away. Okay, they're not saying, well, I gotta wait to get my testimony. You know, they're already patching friends and family like right away. Okay, they may even start enrolling people right away. Okay, they may have enrolled and they haven't even reached out to me to help them. You know, they've already done that. They're on the Zooms, you know, these are the ones, you guys, you can see they're eager. Okay, they want more. Okay, so those are the ones you're going to go to and you're going to work with, and you're going to say, hey, you know, what can we do to help? you get to the next level. I'll tell you, I have learned more about technology this year than I've ever could. Just things like, oh my gosh, I've got to learn this, I got to learn that, you know, and it's like, oh gosh, I don't really know, but I have to learn this stuff. So, but our very first thing is you have to get, when you enroll someone, you have to get them plugged in. Can we literally take and plug them into the socket? No, we can't, okay? But we have to get in front of them a welcome letter, a welcome text, a welcome video. Even on Build 331, Step 9, there is the checklist to success. This is an excellent thing to get people started, you guys. So you have to just let them know what is available to them now that they are a part of the Quantum Field X39 team. You know, in my welcome letter, I have the Build 331, you know, their training, the Zooms, everything is in there that they need. So even if you're not wanting to do a welcome letter or text or whatever, just get this checklist in front of them. I know Mike's trying to find it there. The checklist in front of them, it's Step 9 on Build 331, because it has everything on there that they need. So you can just go through with them, you know, checking, did you do this? Did you do that? This is going to help them to get plugged in. The first thing that I do is, and you guys might want to take some notes, because I'm going to walk you through a little bit in the back office, and I'm just going to give you some instructions. Okay. I go into the back office, I click on organization, I click on upcoming promotions. Okay. This brings up all my personally enrolled team. And I'm going to see who, it gives you the percentages where all your personal team is. Okay. So I'm going to see who's so close to manager, who's so close to director, who's so close to senior director. Okay. So this is who I'm going to find. Then I'm going to go, click on the little license that's on like each person there on the far left. I call it a license. I know everybody calls it something different, but I'm going to click on that. Okay. And then I'm going to go and see what their next rank is. Okay. I'm going to find the people in there. I'm going to click on next rank. Okay. When you open them up, there's all these little tabs across the top. Next rank is 1. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to see what are they lacking to get to manager, director, senior director. Okay. So then I'm going to go to the tree. Okay. And this is just the way I do it. You can see here, it's just a piece of plain paper. I write their name at the top. I put their ID number, and then I go down the left side of the tree and I go down the right side of the tree. But if you go into graphical downline of this person, they're going to be at the top, and then just the people below them are going to be in there. You don't have to go through the whole tree. Okay. So when I get there, I'm going to start putting who is on their left team, on their left leg, who's on their right leg. Okay. And I just start writing it down on this piece of paper. And when I write that person down, I want to put their ID number. I want to put, did they come in at bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or diamond? I just put the initials. And then I put, are they on auto ship or are they not? They get a check or they get an X. You know, X's aren't good, you guys. You want everybody on auto ship. That is going to get you to the rank that you want the fastest and taking them with you. So once I have this all down on the sheet, then I'm going to go to organization again. I'm going to go to reps, and I'm going to go to sponsor downline. Okay. Remember, I wrote their ID numbers down on here. Okay. I know what this person is lacking to go to the next rank. Okay. So maybe they're not on 110 and they didn't realize it. Personal volume. Okay. Maybe they need an active silver on their left leg or an active silver on the right leg. Possibly they have someone there for some reason or another, maybe they were traveling, clicked their auto ship off, you know, or postponed it or something. I want to know exactly which person we need to reach out to, which person we need to help to get it. I don't want to wait till Sunday night when they're trying to rank. You know, we had a lot trying to rank Friday night. You know, I don't want to wait till 11:30 Friday night. I want to know everything ahead of time. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to search at the bottom on that rep sponsor downline, and I'm going to push the little arrow and I'm going to keep clicking until that person's ID comes up or I'm close. I go through, I find that person. Okay, that opens up again, the little thing with the tabs and stuff. Okay, if someone says they're on auto ship, but it's saying they're not active, I go to orders in there and I look, when did their last order ship? Has it been more than 30 days? Okay, because they're going to say, oh, no, they're on auto ship, you know. Okay, let's find out. You know, if it's the week that someone's auto ship is going out, it'll show them as inactive, you know. So you've got to be ahead of this stuff and know, you know, ahead of time. Don't wait till the last minute. So then I call the person that I'm working with to advance, okay, that wants to go director, let's just say director. I will call them and I'll say, do you realize that you are so close to becoming a director? They know, but gosh, I want to build more excitement up in them. You are so close to becoming a director. You only need, I know exactly what they need. I know exactly where we need to go. There's no wasting time here. And I'm going to tell them that you have already have like one manager, or maybe you have your people, 2 managers that are almost there, you know. Let's just say we need 1 manager, we need 1 more silver active. So I said, do you want me to give her a call, or would you like to give her a call or him a call? Okay, let's push a little bit, you guys. Okay, don't feel bad about pushing whatsoever. So I try to encourage my people to make the calls instead of me making the calls, because I want them to learn to do this with their downline. Okay, because you want to help your downline manager, director, senior director, you know, all the way up to the top. So then when you call that person, you know, if I'm calling them or they're calling them, that person said, do you realize you're almost manager? You only need, and I know exactly what they need. Okay, so we're just building excitement and building excitement with people about that next rank. Because you guys, you know, it's huge to be called a manager, you know, director, senior director, you know, that's a big deal, you guys. It's a really big deal. So sometimes you have to push, okay? Don't ever be afraid to push, okay? And I'm not saying pull at all, okay? I'm not going to pull anyone in my wagon, okay? But I will push, I will guide, I will motivate, and I will be your biggest cheerleader all the way to the finish line. Okay, you guys, this opportunity is so huge. One other thing that I left out that I want to share is when I have this top person that's going director, her team that's a building is right here behind. I keep this paper clipped. I have little holes here. I have them in a notebook, alphabetical order. Okay, so the next time this person calls me and says, can I have a few minutes of your time? I want to take a look at my team. So what do? I schedule a time with them. I go back to the computer. I see who else I need to add here. And then I have their team in front of me. I also tell them to do the same thing. I said, I want you to go and I want your team all drawn out in front of you. Okay. This way we can go through each person. Maybe they're having a hard time motivating somebody. You know, belief and fear are the 2 biggest things that hold people back. If they're not plugging into the Zooms, hearing the testimonies, the opportunities that people are sharing, they're not going to get their belief. Okay. And we all have fear. I've done this for 31 years. You know, Donnie and I have been praying about our business every day, you know, and we say, you know, God put the people in our pathway. Okay. We were getting tires the other day and we had prayed and we're sitting there. We're the only ones in the tire shop. And I look over to my right and there's a young gentleman, you know, middle-aged. I know he has kids and stuff, looks like a father, a family man. And he's reading Robert Kiyosaki's paperback book. And I'm like, oh, okay, God, I got the message. I understand what I need to do. So I go over and I talk to him and I said, I couldn't help but notice the book you're reading. Are you an entrepreneur? And he says, well, I really try to be. So I started to share with him. Right there, I'm texting StartX39 to him. He starts sharing his health issues, you know, with me. And I said, well, we cannot make no claims whatsoever. But I said, gosh, I would love to hear your testimony from our amazing little patch. So I can't put enough excitement into my team because there is nothing. It's exciting when you hit a rank, but it is way more exciting when your team hits a rank, okay? A new rank, you know, something they've been working for. So all I can tell you guys is stay focused, keep yourself, you know, that bobber, keep you reeled in, you know, so you can keep your focus. We're talking 90 days, you guys. 90 days is nothing for what this opportunity can give you and give your family. It's just not us.
And you know, you were using that example, and when we came out of this is it convention,
Yeah.
that person that she was holding up just hit director. And exactly what she did all week long was she was with Cindy, on the phone with Cindy. Cindy already knew what she needed. Sandy just helped her get to that point. Cindy hit director this week. So, you know, we're just not saying it, we're doing it. Okay. And have a goal. And Mike and I haven't talked, but everything he's talked about is what I was going to talk about, which is perfect. You know, you got to have some drive. You got to have some goals. And like I said, if you're around people that are not, if they're negative, find some other folks to hang around with. Because you can run into the negative folks and it's pretty obvious how negative they are. You need to shift and go somewhere else because they will drag you down if you hang out with them too long. And you want to be around positive people all the time and people that you can help and they can help you in life in general. You know, you want to be around the right people. And those people that have been in it for a while or brand new in the business, your phone has still got a lot of contacts in it. And I reached out to a lady the other day, haven't talked to her in years. Love to send you some information. We're following up with her now. Talked to a lady yesterday. And it's been a year and I've talked to her on and off for the last year and invited her on this and we're inviting her to other stuff. It's taken a year, but I've been consistently just saying to her and she'll say, hey, how you doing? I said, I'm good. She said, well, I know you're good. She said, I can tell that you're doing well. So it's just your attitude when you talk to people, you know, be positive. Don't be around the negative. The negative is going to bring you down if you let it, but get around positive and have a goal. When we were in Aruba, a lot of people did this. You can see this. We rode on the rock. Okay. And this was out at the beach, second or third night. And you could go up and sign a rock and put a goal. Okay. Senior presidential 10, 18, 23. Okay. So figure it out. We're a little ahead of schedule. So that was the goal, to hit it before. And not our team has helped us achieve it. It's not just, it's just not us. It's a team effort. We're helping our team get to the goals that they want to be at. And the system is, you know, Steve and Gina, Mike can say, you know, you've got leadership in this business and Onyx that is there for you. And all you have to do is lean on them. I can call Steve and Gina. I can call Mike and say anytime that we need to. Steve and Gina are our sponsors. And so, but Mike's our family. So, you know, Onyx set this up with the quantum field team, and all like Sandy said, you got to be ready, and you got to be ready to talk to people. I have these in my lunchbox because I always keep a lunch, you know, I take a lunch every day to work. So I have a lunchbox with me, and these are in the cooler so they don't get warm in the truck. But you got to be ready to talk to people. You got to be ready, prepared. And if you say, oh, I've ran out of people, I don't have anybody to talk to. Well, go look. We went to the tile store the other day because we're going to redo our bathroom. We talked to the tile guy. An hour and a half later, he had patches with himself going home. Start X39, and we're following up with him. You know, go to a different grocery store. If you think you don't have anybody to talk to, go to one of the big box stores. Go talk to them about carpet. Go talk to them about paint. Go talk, you know, you just got to get yourself around a different environment of people. If you think you've ran out, which you've not ran out of people, you know, we never have. I pulled up, like I said, I called the lady the other day I haven't talked to in 3 years, you know, and I knew her. She's a business acquaintance.
These people are waiting for you to call them, you guys. They are waiting for their phone to ring. You know, they want to catch up with you. They want to hear what you're doing. You want to hear what's going on in their life. So don't get that fear, you know, that phone is bigger than what you think to pick up. Go after it and work down in your downline, you guys. Help each person in your downline achieve what they want to achieve, you know, and a lot of times I know I found when I get in there and I look and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so close. I gotta call them. So go for it, you guys. 90 days is it.
Back to you guys.
Mute. Hey, can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Hey, I love it, guys, because it just proves that, guys, we're all on the same frequency.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
guys. That's why I say this business is built from here to here. And the one thing that I learned years ago when being in the winner's circle is that we came from all walks of life. We had people like ourselves that, you know, high school dropouts, you know, never really successful at anything. We had people like, you know, just people that come to mind. Yvette Veloso, who was a house cleaner. Her husband was a mechanic. Broken English. You know, they with us in the past, they got to a level where they were making over 5 figures per week. You know, I'm sorry, yeah, 5 figures per week. So again, you know, and the one thing that really hit me was that even though we were in that circle and we had people like Yvette and you guys and Steve and Gina, and there were attorneys and all types of, the one common denominator was this. How we were all dealing with the same setbacks, the same challenges, the same difficulties, but it was all, we were all responding the same, right?
Yeah.
How it wouldn't affect us. We're going to walk into any situation and either we're going to affect you or we're going to walk away unaffected. There's no if and ands or buts about it. And that once I got that from everybody, I was like, boom, this is the secrets of multi-level marketing, which is why we are so convinced that anyone can do it, right?
Anybody
But it's a
can.
process. It's a process because let me tell you something. Your biggest challenge in life will be yourself.
Yep.
All right. And that's why this business is so difficult. Why? Because you're so darn caught up on the way you are, your habits, right? And you have been this long for as long as maybe as you've been around, right? You've been this way, I'm sorry, for as long as you've been around, right? And here's a beautiful thing is that you can choose to change.
Mhm.
And it's a process. And all it is little
Steps.
little
Actions.
disciplines
For
on a
this.
daily basis. And I hate that
Daily
just sounded like that
disciplines.
because it made me think about somebody. But you know what? It did. I did learn that from them, you know, daily disciplines, done daily, bills count, whatever, you know, it's just a fact. And these are some of the things that still 16 years later, I remember, right? Why? Because they're facts.
You learned something from everybody.
Yeah.
We learned something from you.
We learned something from,
Oh my
listen,
gosh.
I learned how to sign up people 16 years ago, 17, 18 years ago in the computer with this couple right here,
Yep.
right? And today I just learned that
How
in
to-
the back office, I can actually see the closest people to rank
We have to do that.
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
know
go-
that.
I'm gonna go after this and I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna write that and I'm gonna do the same thing.
I didn't know
I'm
that.
looking at Mike, I'm like,
I'm like,
and then
yeah,
I started looking at my phone and I'm looking for.
writing down all my notes, right? I didn't know that. And guys, they touch up on stuff, but you know what I've learned about this business? That you can hear the people say the same things over and over and over and over and over again. And you're looking for something
Mhm.
different because you think you're looking for something that you think you need, when in reality, they're putting it right in front of you.
Mhm.
And sometimes you don't hear it
So
till you hear it.
Yeah.
All right. And
Yeah.
then what happens to us, and we're all going to go through that process, right? So I hear, I was talking about how to find the leaders. Guys, leaders will identify themselves, like she said, you
Yeah.
know, and Javi is great at this. Javi and Olga go down in depth.
Yeah.
Guys, you don't need more than
Yeah.
a couple of people,
Yeah.
because once you connect and you identify who wants it and you go help them, and then you keep identifying. I was the guy that says, I'm willing to do the work for everybody. So I wanted to crack my head open every time. You know what? I was willing. Use me. I'm willing to work harder than everybody else. You don't need to do anything but get the people in front of me. I'll be the singing frog. I was that determined to really be successful. I was willing to do the work. When I met Steve and Gina Merritt, decline control camera. No. When I met Steve and Gina Merritt, I told Say I'm willing to work 10 times harder to make 10 times less. Guys,
Yes.
we hit a new level in income, guys, right? 7 figures. All right. We're not making medical income claims. We don't know. We can't promise you anything. We don't know what you're going to do. But my point is that what if you were to make 10% of what we're making right now? Right? Guys, I looked at it like this. My goal was to, at this level, be making 10,000 per month, be at 100,000 per month, right? Per year. We're 10 times more now. I'm not complaining, but I was willing to work 10 times more to make 10 times less. And that's the difference, guys. It's the attitude, it's the mindset.
And a way of going down in depth is like Sandy was just showing you. If you go into the organization and you see everybody that's in that team, sometimes that leader that signed that person up might not be the one doing the business, but you find somebody down there that is willing to step up to the plate. And then you're going to work and run with that person. So it's so important what Sandy was explaining to you right there. We need to all go do that today.
And guys, listen, so here's the deal. We're going to wrap this up, but don't just make this another presentation, another Saturday training, another 90-day run. Guys, this is time for you. Like I said, my God, how I wish I can just lend you our mindsets for just a few days and show you what you're really capable of, guys, just by simply changing the way you think, all right? And it is a little daily process, right? But guys, it is so easy to do. So look, take advantage if you're in Canada, if you have anyone in Canada, if you have anyone in Europe, we have this incentive. Guys, the company is giving us everything we need. Really, all we need is the opportunity that they've given us in this patch, right? But they're trying to make it easier. Sandy said something so important. If you're not plugging the people in, these are the little things that you can be missing. And that's why they are where they are, because you know what? They are very, very methodical, very precise, very strategic, and very consistent.
You have to be that way. You
all
have
right?
to be that way to keep it. And then those are the people that also you're going to create leaders to follow. Then you won't have to do all the work because you're prepping. You
want to create leaders.
You want to create leaders. That's what this is all about. Not for you to take on all the work for you, but if you show people how to do things, it'll trickle down because they will show their people, their team, and so forth, and then the work is done for you.
Something else, guys, really important. If you're really going to go ahead and attack these next 90 days, I'm going to tell you right now, it is impossible to really be at your game without paper and pen. There's no way with the activity that we do that I would be able to just count on this little brain here. So 10 patches around, wearing patches like a crown. It'll be physically impossible for me to remember every little person that I followed up, that I gave patches to, that I called, that I need to call, that I need to follow up with, that I need to send patches. If you don't have paper and pen in front of you, I was using this as my paper and pen. This was my note every single day because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss it, right? And then I got a smaller one and I put them all over the place. Guys, your next 90 days, you should be able to look back on paper and show people exactly what it took to get to senior director. All right. But if you are not working at the level they were telling you, then yeah, you probably don't need any paper and pen. But guys, here, we're going to wrap it up. It's already 2 o'clock, but I just want to finish off with this. What an amazing trip. Not only the income alone. Listen, I'm the kind of guy that I always say I can overlook a lot of BS. All right. As long as the money is right, this company doesn't give away cars. I'll buy my own car. All right. I just bought our Mercedes when we started doing this, right? All the trips. I'll get my own trip. Show me the money. But in addition to all the money and everything else that the company has put in place for us to win, they do offer these amazing trips. And guys, these trips are amazing. This is 5-star. That resort that we went to, oh my goodness, every star that ever goes to Sardinia only stays at this 5-star resort. It was phenomenal. This was like paradise, guys. It was everything you could have dreamed of and more. I'm a big kid at heart because as a little kid, my dad passed away when I was a year old. So I was always limited on things because my mom has always been a worry ward. So even to go out and play, it was a hassle. People were selling drugs in my neighborhood, getting shot. My mom wouldn't even let me go outside to play. So I still have that. That's why I'm so addicted to pickleball, right?
A little boy at heart.
I'm a little boy at heart because I didn't really I was never part of a team and things like that growing up, you know? It was the street of hard knocks, right? The school of hard knocks. So I love this place because it was
Fun.
It was a lot of fun, guys. I mean, you're talking about a beautiful go-kart racetrack that was open to like 2 o'clock in the morning. There were so many things to do, guys. All right. The food. And then, you know what? Then we figured, hey, we're going to be in Italy. So, well, you know, may as well take advantage of it. So we flew to Rome. We knew the connection was in Rome. So we flew in a few days early. We spent 3 days in Rome before we spent a week in Sardinia. Then we're like, you know what? We don't have a job. Our business works from anywhere in the world. Why not stay a little extra? How much extra? We ended up spending 18 days out there. We went back, then we spent a week in Positano and Amalfi Coast with Steve and Gina. Guys, we were patching up the world. All right. We got people signed up in Italy. One thing I learned about Steve and Gina Merritt is that it's just part of who they are. All right. It's not work for them. It's just a habit now. It's a habit for them to, like Sandy was saying, she went and she was sitting in that place. And why you think she noticed that guy reading that book? Because her mind is trained. All right. It just happens naturally at this point. And that's what we want to help you, that these next 90 days, you're going to adopt these new disciplines and these new habits, and you're going to become a different person at the end of the 90 days. And you will be the leader that you need to become to be that senior director and above. All right. This is just going to catapult you to the next level these next 90 days. But guys, we want you on these trips with us. All right.
Yeah, we definitely want you guys to come on these trips with us. It's not that much fun alone. So come on, guys. And I don't know if Sandy and Don have anything else they would like to
No,
say?
they wrapped it up.
They wrapped
They said, yeah, they closed their camera already. So guys, these are some of the pictures. And again, I'm going to tell you something. Pictures don't do it justice.
No.
Videos don't do it justice.
No.
This was just amazing. All right. This is the book that I want you to download today. And look at this. Look at this. All right. Because I'm all about the talk. I'm not about the talk.
It's have it until it's too late to change it. Or to
This is
change
the
it.
third time I'm listening to this book in a row.
That's not a big deal. Because
All right. I don't tell you to do something that I am not completely convinced and I'm not completely indulged in. All right. This is what we're doing. This is the book. Start today. If you read it before the end of the month, which you should, listen to it again, read it again and again, because I'm picking up stuff the second and the third time that I didn't pick up on the first one. All right. So guys, plug and play. This business is all about patch, 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 zoom, 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 ching, 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 patch, 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 zoom, 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 ching, ching, ching. And now on Monday, we got this spectacular couple, guys. Keston and Brooke are on their freaking game. This girl is on fire. And hey, this guy too, but she just took it up to a whole nother level and she's lighting up a fire and Keston as well. So get people on that Monday call.
Yes.
Wednesday, the royalty of the industry, all right? The most humble people I know, the hardest working people I know, Steve and Gina Merritt, get people on. And then Friday, this girl is all right. I don't have actually that sounded pretty good. I'm pretty sound man. I'm gonna try that after I hang this up. Linda baby. Listen, Linda, you get people to listen to Linda and it's a wrap. So make sure you get people there. And this couple right here,
amazing.
I love the sardines.
Yes.
All right. These guys have been in the industry for over 25 years. So we're only getting the creme of the creme, guys. Steve and Gina Merritt are only putting people who are making it happen, know what they're doing, and are gonna have the goods to provide for you and your team. So look, this is it. Take a snapshot, guys. Share, send this to everybody. Yep. So my friends, my family, oh my God, how we believe in you, how we know that if you're here, it's not by mistake. All right. And how are you gonna change your life these next 90 days, guys? It starts today. All right. Today, you're going to stop wasting time.
Yep.
You're going to stop wasting time. You're going to start investing your time. All right. And what that means is stop doing the stuff that you know is not producing anything positive in your life and start incorporating some of the stuff that does, right? Like the books, the meetings, and the activities. So guys, thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend.
Yes.
Appreciate you all jumping on. See you on Monday.
Yeah.
And listen, let's go crank this. Let's turn it up. Turn up the fire. Call the people you have been calling. Call the people in your team. And the ones we've called before that didn't sign up, call and apologize. Tell them, listen, I'm sorry. I don't think I really did a great job at helping you understand what we've got in our hands, and it's my fault. Take blame for it, all right?
There's no wrong way of doing this either. So don't be fearful. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen? They say no.
That's it, guys. So
That's
look,
it.
we're gonna wrap it up. We went
All right,
over the
guys.
time, but we're fired up. God bless you. Have a great weekend,
you.
and let's crank it, baby. Hold on. We're gonna finish off with one thing right here. Hold on. Hold on. Right here. No. Man.